Hey fans, Mainman Mademan here. Y'all know how I get down. We talking boxing, man. What's going on out there? Checking out the recent interview that was just done by Tyson Fury's father, John Fury. And I'm going to leave a full link in the description box of the full interview for y'all to check out for yourselves. But as far as me, I'm going to leave some of the quotes up here on the screen that John Fury said during this interview and some of the points we're going to deal with. First off, man, let me just say, man, John Fury is alluding to that Tyson Fury just recently had a child, a newborn baby, and there was some possible maybe complications of some sort. And all I'm just going to say about that is we hope everything goes well for Tyson Fury, and anything family matters that's the problem to that degree, we just first and foremost, that comes first. And we hope everything is well with that situation. You know what I'm saying? Forget boxing, anything. Family first, especially in a situation that's being described by John Fury. The thing is, though, man, it's just real messed up because especially pertaining to this fight where Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder, the ups and downs with this situation, man, it's just too much to talk about right now, or nor to even have the energy to want to talk about right now. And it's just a series of unfortunate events, another part. And of course, there's going to be skepticism with this situation. I don't think nobody's going to have a problem or doubt the issue with Tyson Fury as far as what's going on with his child. I think a lot of fight fans are thinking that maybe they would try to use the situation to get out of the Deontay Wilder fight. It's just another angle that presents itself that can pose a possible problem to the situation. We just don't know in which degree or not, you know. But John Fury is saying, and he's making no secret of it, y'all, that he doesn't want this fight with Deontay Wilder. We can sugarcoat it and make it like he's saying something else, but at this point, in several interviews, he's been clear, man, saying that he wants this fight stopped, paused for one reason or the next. Now he's using this situation and saying, given Tyson Fury is going through this, and of course his family first, which is all true. And he's saying that Tyson Fury should reconsider. And he's saying he's got Tyson Fury over there. He can chip away at Tyson Fury. There's a lot of things during his interview that John Fury said that he did not like, especially the strategy he's been seeing coming out of the Fury camp. Once again, you got John Fury waving and kicking his hands about strategy, what he's saying before the fight with Tyson Fury. Last time he thought that, you know, with Ben Davidson, he thought Tyson Fury was looking too weak in the fight. And this prompted Tyson Fury to get down with Sugar Hill Stewart in the Kronk gym and kind of beef up and turn into this like little Fury wrecking ball or whatever, you know what I mean? And now he's a much stronger style fighter. Now John Fury is alluding to that Tyson Fury is just talking about knockout, knockout, knockout. And you keep putting yourself right there in harm's way against Deontay Wilder, where everything may not go the same way that second fight went. And so he's saying that he wants now pretty much a mixture of fight one and fight two. Like on fight one, where Tyson Fury was using his jab and boxing and using his length a lot more and trying to move. And in second fight, he was much more stronger. Fury's father is saying that he want Tyson to box him, and then when he see the openings, then trying to jump on Deontay Wilder. Because he knows that lightning can't strike twice like that. And it's hard to avoid the right hand of Deontay Wilder. And you let those right hands land right now, ain't no telling what may happen. The thing is also, man, John Fury is just alluding to so many different issues, man, as far as Tyson Fury not seeming like he's ready or of the frame of mind to possibly be ready. And he believes that being over here in America, that they're going to rob him for one reason or another, you know, putting all kind of crap into the fight, you know what I'm saying? Saying that people over here in the boxing fraternity over here doesn't want the belts to leave America and the belt to leave America and all of this stupid jazz. He needs to remember that it's Tyson Fury that was so happy to be down with Bob Arum and ESPN and Top Rank. Well, they are also putting on this fight as well. I mean, what are you saying? I mean, Top Rank and Bob Arum are down with PBC and Al Heyman. I mean, what are you saying? Because it's two sides involved with this. So if there's some sort of, you know, injustice that's going to be done to Tyson Fury, I mean, he still got his people in that's going to be watching and have a lot of interest in Tyson Fury to win this fight also. So that's just bogus. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's all about Tyson Fury and whether he's ready physically or mentally or not. You know what I mean? And given, like I said, with the boxing fans, a lot of us are going to look at this real skeptical, like, because shit, man, look at the ups and downs, the arbitrator, and didn't know if we were going to get a fight for many, many months. just for a whole legal proceeding to have to play out. You know what I mean? And then have to wait on after that to after Tyson Fury, you know, comes down and gets positive for C19 and all this stuff. Now it gets postponed again. And down this, you dig? There's also a date of September 15th that a lot of boxing fans are watching out for, because that's the date that the arbitrator stated that this rematch had to happen by. Now the fight is already scheduled for October. So a lot of folks are looking at this already with a side eye. Now, you know, this bears out, who knows? John Fury is saying that Tyson Fury is going to be looking to start training camp around the 14th or the 15th of this month. So that should be very soon. You know, I mean, hopefully Tyson Fury gets his camp underway and his family issues doesn't become an issue. Now, I've seen fight fans and I know how we think. We may think of fighters of the past. Like, damn, Slim, it's back in the day, a lot of fighters deal with a lot of stuff behind the scenes. Like Slim, look, fighters like James Buster Douglas lost his mom right going into a fight. And you got fighters like Manny Pacquiao who fought under tremendous financial pressure of tax debts and stuff like that. And I mean, fighters fight and they lose relatives right before going into the ring. Gary Antoine Russell was saying right before his fight with Payano, he lost his brother, his younger brother, 4 days prior to the fight. And he had to go into that fight with that burden. So a lot of fighters do that. But I must admit and say, a lot of fighters that do that, you know, they have a lot of financial hunger about themselves as well, where they're in a position where, you know, the money is really a big deal and they really kind of more so need the money than not, maybe so in their situations. When you look at Tyson Fury, who already has a lot of money in the bank, well, it's not that it's important to him. He can walk away from a situation using those particular reasons. I'm just saying, you know, so at the end of the day, I never want to get too involved in that. That's a family thing. And we know how in the boxing world, we have a golden rule of the family business of fighters is totally off limits. And so we don't want to go too far into that. But at the end of the day, for those who may think that other fighters in the past have fought with burdens and issues going on in the background, you're right. But everybody got their different fight and everybody handled things different. I mean, especially something to this degree. If anything is wrong in this situation, well, none of us will be able to blame Tyson Fury for a delay, postponement, or something to that effect. But a lot of us are still going to remain skeptical, especially seeing what Tyson Fury looked like in that face-off in the last time we seen him versus Deontay Wilder. His body just looked totally unprepared. Not to mention, you know, when I listen to John Fury, it's like he goes all over the place. Every other interview, it's a different reason. That's why it's hard to say with even John Fury, how genuine is he really being in this situation? I would think and I would hope that no decent person would use a situation like this to lie about anything or to allude to any foul, to a false reason, you know, for this. You know what I mean? I don't think they would use this reason. I don't think that people would be that not decent, right? You know what I mean? I mean, but I could be wrong. Shit, you dig? It's the fight game. But at the end of the day, it's just a lot of fans going to look at it skeptical. We're going to keep our fingers crossed. As of now, the fight's still on. Nothing has been heard from the Fury side of postponing or delaying or Fury not starting training camp. I thought Fury was already in camp, to be honest. I've seen some videos and stuff that was already kind of surfacing. I thought seeing Fury working out, and I thought he was already kind of in camp. We'll see, man. We don't know how all this going to work out, and just hope that we can keep the date at the end of the day for us all boxing fans. If not, if Tyson Fury uses this, it's going to be hard for anybody to go into this gray area right here and say that Tyson Fury is trying to, is wrong for postponing. You know what I mean? It's just going to be just like another letdown to the boxing public. But as John Fury is saying, he doesn't matter to him. But he's just not trustworthy in this situation. I just can't trust his word, man. Just way too many reasons, way too many excuses. John Fury's word means crap. He's lied a lot of times in this situation. You know, it means crap. They're willing to go and fight AJ with no problems. You know, when the AJ fight was on the table, we heard nothing about no hiccups, no nothing. They were over there doing happy dances. You know what I'm saying? But then soon as Wilder get back into the picture, there's just been so much stuff after so much stuff. You know what I'm saying? And it just make this all look just like, damn, dog. You dig? Damn. So we'll see, man. Deontay Wilder looking good. It's funny how John Fury is really raising issues, though, man, about that strategy when it comes to Tyson Fury and what he's saying, and he not liking it. That is real interesting as hell, man, because You know, it's just John Fury just kicking and screaming. We seen none of this when they thought AJ was on the table. He wasn't talking about no strategies and kicking and screaming for this reason, that reason. His mind is not there. He wasn't focused. He was on the devil's playground. This reason they want him to lose the belts. All the conspiracy stuff coming from the father of Tyson Fury. Man, I get it. That's the father. He's supposed to be concerned. But it's just, you know, it is what it is, man. We just wish the best for Tyson Fury in this situation, and we'll see how it all plays out, man. Thumbs up on the way out if you didn't hit it on the way in. Share, rock the bells. Boxing fans are going to believe what boxing fans believe. You know what I'm saying? I can see that now. Y'all going to be out there like, man, come on, man. Come on, son. We all ready, you know. Think what you think, bruh. This is just what it is, man. I'm just going to stick with the story and just wish the best for Tyson Fury and hope that we keep the date all day. And see, just as straight right after the Earl Spence and Pacquiao situation, and I know a lot of fans in that situation looking at stuff real skeptical. They looking at stuff like, you know, they see what happened with Ugas's opponent, him getting injured, and also Earl Spence Jr. getting injured, and it just looks the skepticism. And that's how I look at it with John Fury. I look at it with all of this stuff, man. In boxing, you don't know what's going on, man. It's Twilight Zone right now, man. A lot of skepticism, but we just wish the best for everybody, man. Real spill. To the next video, thumbs up for me, fam. Peace out.